Hey YouTube, I'm Kenneth Ryan.
I'm Linz Resop.
And we're back with another exciting episode of Fanfiction Friday. We are going back this week to Clockwork, where we're picking up where we left off, which is on chapter 21. And we're just gonna go. I believe where we left off was the World Tournament, so...
Yeah, we'll not remember any of the voices, except maybe Faulkner.
Alright, here we go.
And what's his face with the old man voice.
Oh, yes. The old man. Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, God, that's gonna be
Alright, and without further ado, we're going to write you our way into this story. Yep, that was a Pokemon pun. You're welcome.
Green makes sense.
Doesn't have to make sense. Green sat down, wiping his...
Can
I start?
No.
Green sat down, wiping his forehead, taking a heavy swig from his water bottle. His throat was parched from singing for such an extended period of time. Gold sat down next to him, letting out a sigh. They had 2 opening songs and ending songs.
How many songs are they going to have during this performance of the opening/ending, ceremonies of this
4 total. I can math. 2 and 2? 4.
No, but there's other people performing too.
This is like a 4 to 5 hour ceremony.
Yes. With a concert.
The opening songs would feature the fire, and the ending songs would feature sparks and small flares.
Which are also fire. Wow.
The director and organizer of the 2 ceremonies had included full costume for them, as well as a small routine. However, she was happy to let them freestyle, seeing as both had proved to be so charismatic on stage. The director, her name was Platinum Berlitz, or Ms. Berlitz, or Platina. What is her name? What to heck? The daughter of the mega rich and lead sponsor of the event. She was happy to let them do what they wanted, telling them she had to help a dance group choreograph a whole new dance because one member had broken her arm and couldn't perform their original routine, as she had to lift and pick up another member. So have another member
do that.
Literally.
Or just don't do that lift.
Right?
It's not that.
I'm going to try and sound like a rich woman, okay? That was exhilarating, stunning, and quite powerful, boys. You both have an excellent act to be proud of. Platina strode over to them, a pair of thin reading glasses perched on her nose. Oh, she sounds cute. She sounds cute.
But it's perched in her nose.
Okay, but I know what they meant.
I know.
She sounds cute.
Because she has a pair of reading glasses.
And the voice I gave her.
That's the only thing you know about her. Her name is Platina, or Platinum, or Miss Berlitz, and she has glasses.
I have a mental image, and she's cute in my mind. Perched in her nose as she looked...
for you.
As she looked down at her clipboard, ticking them off as done. Green breathlessly thanked her. Gold looked down at Green. See, the fire wasn't so bad.
Okay, smarty pants, you win! Just don't blame me if you freak out during the real thing. Gold snorted and flicked his psychologist affectionately on the ear.
I can guarantee I will not be freaking out over anything during our performance.
Something's gonna happen. It's gonna malfunction or something. Someone's gonna start on fire, and he's gonna have a panic attack. I called it.
That's so horrible, but so true.
It's I guarantee I am not going to freak out over anything at all in this performance. It's gonna happen.
His life is gonna fall apart. Green
Silver's gonna get caught on fire or something. His hair is gonna start on fire. It's gonna be a thing that happens.
That's so funny. Green rolled his eyes, rubbing his flicked ear grudgingly. Platina finished looking down her lists and addressed them again. There's a cocktail party with all the VIPs and organizers of the tournament tonight at 7 p.m. in the Mirage Dining Hall ballroom. I'd be delighted if you and the rest of the Kanto representatives could attend.
What are their guests?
Green dipped his head, telling the pretty, slender noble.
Okay, I guess she's pretty.
I know, in my mind, she's beautiful. Pretty slender noble that he would relay the message to Red, who would effectively send the invite to the rest of the team. Telling them that they were now finally free to go and clean up, Green checked his watch to see they had run over their rehearsal hours, starting around 11 that morning and finishing 4:30 p.m.-ish.
5.5 hours for 4 songs to rehearse? I mean,
That's
yeah.
pretty fast. And rehearsal takes a while. Gold ran a hand through his hair, looking
But
satisfied.
usually it's not just 4 songs.
We are going to bake under the stage lights and all the fire. Green nodded. But it would be so much fun anyways. It wouldn't matter, and Gold really did have a great singing voice.
Okay, what about
We have to sing in our character voices. Are you ready? Standing, Green rolled his shoulders
song was
to
it
release
again?
some tension
I forget.
there. Happy birthday, probably.
No,
they had a
we
few.
had seen it. I forget.
Oh, true.
I forget what it was though. It was something stupid.
They had a few hours to wander before getting cleaned up for the party.
I need to find the character now.
Want to go find Red and Silver? Gold asked, tossing
Yes,
his
you're
empty
attached
bottle
to the
in
hips. You can't live without them, so why not?
Right? It's probably her.
But that's... She doesn't have glasses.
I don't know.
Is it this one? Probably not. She's old.
I was like, yeah, she's old. Anyways,
I think it might be that.
tossing his empty bottle in the recycling bin a few meat trays away. It fell in,
Isn't
but
she,
only
like,
just.
Diamond or something?
Oh my god. Listen to the sentence.
What?
Gold asked, tossing his empty bottle in the recycling bin a few meat trays away. It fell in, but only just. Period.
Wow.
Gold made a victory fist pump. Green nodded, wondering what on earth the other two had done, whilst they had been busy. The two traipsed off to find their counterparts. Gold scratched his lip and looked at his hip and looked at Green from out of the corner of his eyes. Hey, Green.
Yup.
What would you say to someone who just can't keep thinking about something?
Oh my god, you love to do it. You know this.
Green looked at the teenager surprised, his emerald eyes sparkling with happiness.
With happiness.
And an edge of confusion at his
Why?
question. Gold rephrased the question. Okay, what would you say to someone who is simply crazy about another person? Do you want to rant?
No.
Are you sure?
We've said all we need to say about the matter.
We're 20 chapters in, and they still haven't they still haven't told each other.
There is slow burn, and then there is this.
Actually, I think they have told each other, but...
Yes, they've pretty much confessed their undying love till the end of their days and all their... whatever.
We're trying our best.
I love you. Green, what would you say to someone who thinks they might have feelings for another person, but maybe, potentially, I don't know.
And Silver's doing the same thing. So
it's like, you're so frigging stupid.
I like angst, but this is almost too angsty.
It's not even angst.
I know,
it's
but it's like, just tell them, good lord. Okay. Green wrinkled his nose. Gold noticed his psychologist had a couple light freckles on his cheeks and nose.
You've never noticed in like the year you've known each other?
Yeah, it's...
Okay, it's like 6 to 9 months or something like
However, that is about as long as it takes to make a baby. 9
that. No,
months.
if you get started right away.
However, that was vastly irrelevant to the subject, so why did you tell us?
Small details.
Gold waited for his response, docile and patient, as they meandered through the hotel's massive structure, lazily searching for Red and Silver, except Red didn't get a capital for some reason.
I tell them to either get over it if they think it's impossible, but if they think it's possible, go for it. Why? What? Green!
You know!
You're smart.
Everyone knows!
Everyone knows. Gold shrugged.
Just curious.
Really? Is this about that someone you love you told Ruby about? Gold nodded.
I miss
somewhat
Ruby.
relieved Green hadn't yet caught on yet. Green has caught on.
Everyone's caught on. There isn't a single person in the story who doesn't know. I think we've established Green
Green's caught on at this
knew.
point, yeah. Red had most definitely and kept leaving creepy gifts for him. Red had most definitely and kept leaving creepy gifts for him.
Oh, okay.
It definitely caught on.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the previous sentence.
I was really confused. Okay.
Yeah, me too. Last time since that explanation to Ruby, the silent stoic man had left him a small foil package on his bed that suspiciously looked like a condom. How does it suspiciously look like a condom?
Is it a condom or is it not?
Condoms are pretty just by themselves.
Yeah, they're like individual little squares.
And they literally say, like, condom on them.
Literally.
Every single one.
Oh my god.
Like,
okay.
99% of stopping pregnancy and stuff, whatever.
Oh my god.
He had thrown it away quickly before Silver discovered it. What if it was left for Silver, not you?
Right?
You just threw away Silver's gift. No.
God.
The last thing he wanted was the redhead discovering that. He would never live it down. Have you told this person?
No.
Why not?
It's difficult. I want them to realize it for themselves, and then when they're ready, come to me.
It's Silver! That voice. I lost it in this.
It's Silver.
It's Silver. Green cut over him. It seemed the combat specialist was still observant as ever. Yes, because he noticed this 5 million chapters ago.
Literally.
Even though it's only 20 chapters. 21. Without missing a beat. Wait. It seemed the combat specialist was still observant as ever, without missing a beat left upon the correct answer with startling accuracy for a man who was often a bit ditzy and forgot certain things.
What?
I don't understand the way this sentence is structured.
I don't think any of that is accurate. It sounds like a double negative to me, but it's not.
He's still observant as ever, without missing a beat left upon the correct answer with startling accuracy.
Even though he's ditzy.
For a man who is often a bit ditzy and forgot certain things. So he's ditzy and forgets things, but he has startling accuracy and very observant. I don't know.
Okay.
Gold did not acknowledge him, and Green shook his head in amazement. It is, isn't it? Gold smiled dryly. Green took that as a definite yes, and reached forwards to pull Gold into a hug. I'm glad you're admitting your feelings to yourself. Surprised and baffled, Gold returned the gesture. I'm glad. I was worried you two were going to dance around each other forever and be stupid like that with one another. Like me and Red.
Yeah, right?
Go get him, Gold! Go get the Gold. LOL. He obviously wants you too.
How can you tell? Green gave Gold a face that screamed, "You are kidding." Green mimed slapping
Please, bitch. Bitch, please.
Green mimed slapping the eagle-eyed male /
Backhand.
Gold flinched slightly, bracing for the fake blow that never came.
Well, it's next to the period. Okay, cool. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm a psychologist. I read people, Gold. It's my job. Silver turns red every time he so much as looks at you. It's even escalated to whenever you merely enter a room. Yes, we've noticed. Everyone's noticed. Yes. Literally. You both have noticed each other, noticing each other's reactions to each other.
Didn't they kiss?
Did they?
Gold kissed Silver's ear
at one point.
Yeah, so they haven't
on
actually
the roof,
kissed
like
yet.
7 chapters
Green
ago.
and Red have kissed. That's
Yes.
what's gone. Okay.
They've become a couple. Kinda.
Yeah.
And like nothing has happened, but it's a
I get
thing.
it. I get it.
They turned into the gym, passing a couple of other region sportsmen and women exercising. Gold shrugged.
But that doesn't mean anything.
It does!
You got a rant?
No.
I mean, it's an open forum. Oh, man. Green actually hit Gold this time. Thank you. Whilst the blow didn't faze the teen, it still caused him to pause, causing the Viridian representative to move ahead. Green blew his still slightly sweaty fringe out of his eyes.
Oh, it's a little damp, so I suppose this works. Just not long enough. Gold, think about it. You don't just have deep bromance with Silver. Don't you dare suggest all your cuddly smoosh times haven't been something more. It's pure, plain, simple romance now. Oh, hey, it's Brawley! Oh, hey, it's Brawley! Hi!
Hi, Bruce.
Hi, Bruce.
Oh, my
But
God.
it's Brawley.
That's so fucking funny. You're in love. Oh, hi. Hello. How are you? I haven't seen you in years.
Green waved to the fellow combat specialist who was working out with the weight machines. Brawley, whilst not hearing Green through his music, nodded with a cheerful, if not tired, smile. Gold caught up with Green, who is now striding ahead.
Brawley's from, like, chapter 3.
Was he?
He's the guy they met at the mall, and Gold was judging his outfit when we were like, Gold, you're the gayest of them all, because he's just like, yeah, he was like, those sandals with that t-shirt,
That's awesome.
That's who that was.
Nice.
Oh, God.
But it's like, okay, he says, oh, hey, it's Brawley, hi. Brawley's working out. Back to this conversation. What was the point of that? What was the point of besides being like, oh, hey, he's here.
Yeah, right?
He's here. He's a character who's here. Okay.
Did you forget we wrote about him? He exists in this story. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Okay. Yeah. Okay, but you're on gold cut up with green, right? Did you read that?
Who's not striding ahead, yeah.
Oh. But he pushes me away after.
That's because he's playing hard to get. He wants to see more dominant you. Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. He's already pretty freaking dominant and masculine
and tall and strong with his golden eagle hawk eyes and his black fringe that turns right on the instant he sees him sweep it slightly. We've heard all this.
Just get in there and sweep him off his feet. I don't know. Do whatever the hell you want. Follow your instincts, Gold. He has the instincts of a hawk.
More like the instincts of a wood chipper.
Wood chipper. Okay. They came out into the sunny sports field for tennis and football. Okay.
Okay.
I guess was it the soccer pitch where there was archery earlier?
I don't remember. Football.
There were a couple of kids near kicking a ball around. I think they mean around sometimes. I don't know if round is used a lot by people to...
Maybe it's British slang that we just don't understand.
I mean, it does work. We're kicking it round, but it's around.
Oi, mate. Spot a tea with the governor. Thank you. I do accents.
They crossed the width to the training grounds of the stadium. Green knew that if anything, Red would be training, seeing as the gym back home had only given him so much practice and would be making full use of the sporting facilities he didn't have access to in Viridian. What kind of facilities do they have? I mean, they've got, like, archery, I guess. Whatever. As they entered the cool shade of the training grounds, they passed Misty, who looked as if she had gone to practice at the pool, and Blaine, who had looked like he had been practicing the long jump, if his sandy shoes and legs were anything to go by. I forget their voices. I was Misty, I think.
You were both of them.
Was I?
Yes, you were Blaine. Blaine's the old guy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Greeting them, Silver relayed Platina's message, telling them to be there and pass it on.
It's green.
Okay. Either of you see Red and or Silver. Misty nodded. I forget what she sounds like.
Misty, man. It's Misty.
But it makes it sound like Misty. Oh yeah, they're the archery range. I think it might actually have been like this.
That's something.
Silver's actually pretty good at it. They're with the Johto kid, Faulkner. He's a really nice guy. That got very Ruby-ish. Green thanked the two and followed Gold and the signs to the shooting range. So Gold is already heading towards the shooting range.
Yeah.
For some reason,
okay.
I guess.
Okay.
Which was split into two parts, one for shooting with a gun and the other with a bow. They stood in the... I don't think... isn't the shooting range... wasn't it just like on a soccer field? Football? I don't know what they called it.
One with a gun, one with a bow.
And then there's a gun shooting range too, just set up there, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
They stood in the viewing area on the floor above. It was outside! It's suddenly indoors. Red was sleeping on the floor, curled up slightly. He's supposed to be practicing, according to Green. Curled up on the floor, curled up slightly, seemingly muttering things in his sleep. Silver was with a brunette at the moving target range, who Gold and Green assumed had to be Faulkner. Ooh, is Gold gonna be jealous? Gold watched... This is the stupid plot point.
The love triangle.
Stupid. Pointless jealousy is kind of eh.
Yeah. The brunette. I'm sorry, I'm not over that.
I've seen it before. Gold watched as Silver drew the arrow. Is he gonna see, like, Faulkner, like, being like, oh...
Like
you do this. You do like it this way.
And then he's gonna not even say... No, he's gonna do the shitty thing where, like, every angsty teenager film does this, where they just see it, without saying a word, turn and walk away.
That'd be hilarious. But also, no.
Okay.
The moving target range, who Gold and Green assumed had to be Faulkner. Gold watched as Silver drew the arrow and the string back, effortlessly, smoothly, before taking aim and releasing, because he's so good at archery, even though he's practiced for, like, 10 minutes. Literally. It struck the rather fast-moving target near the centre. They had to at least be 100+ meters away. How is he suddenly so good at this? It's been like 5 hours. Max. They went their separate ways at like 10 or 11 because practice started at 11, and it's like 5:30. It's like 5 now. It ended at 4:30. It's been like 5 hours. I can shoot 100 meters fast-moving targets. Okay, after never shooting a bow before in my freaking life. Ever. Okay, maybe once, I guess. He said he had tried at some point, didn't he? I guess.
Oh my god.
Silver lowered his bow, looking pleased. I guess Falconer can't help him because he's so good already.
Right.
Falconer loosed his own arrow, hitting a dead-on bullseye. Green gave a low whistle. I never knew Silver could aim like that. He sucked at darts. Gold shrugged. He didn't either, but it made the redhead attractive. Not that he was saying he wasn't before already. Before already. Okay. But there was something about the intense concentration in his steel-silver eyes, steel-silver, combined with the potentially deadly weapon on his hands. In his hands. Gold leaned against the banister of the viewing dock, so he's like from afar being like, oh, Silver, you look so hot with that deadly weapon. Oh my, I need to slowly unzip my shirt to give myself some... Whew. Yeah, okay. Blah, blah, banister viewing dock, watching the temperamental teen fire round after round of arrows into the moving targets. When the two slowed and ran out of ammunition, Green called down to them cheerfully. Had a fun time! Silver turned at the sound of the familiar voice. I hope it's familiar. It's very distinct.
Right.
And after a couple moments of searching where it came from, he looked up at the viewing balcony, a soft smile crossing his face. But you don't know that Gold is there. It's just green. What do you care about green? Falconer looked up, and Gold noticed a sharp, sly smirk that crossed his face. So he's like, yeah, I know you want him. Doesn't Falconer have like a boy/girlfriend? Wasn't it mentioned?
He has a boy he likes. He likes the ghost guy, Morty or something.
Yes, Morty.
Morty! Yeah, Morty! Yeah, I do it.
Isn't that the Rick voice?
That is the Rick voice, though. Morty's voice is more like, oh, Rick, I don't know if I can do it, man.
I've never actually seen it. I should watch that at some point.
We should. Rick and Morty's funny. Anyways.
The golden-eyed male somehow felt that smirk was directed at him. Well, yes, he's looking at you and smirking. Motioning for them to come down, Silver shook Red awake, who promptly snored defiantly before slowly coming to. Okay. Is this Silver?
Yes.
This is Falconer. Falconer dipped his head in greeting. Gold still noticed he had that smug smirk. Gold didn't know what it meant, but it obviously meant Falconer knew something he didn't. And he hates that. Silver set down his bow, it's not his, carefully and came over him. Came over him. Over his face. Whilst Green roused Red fully. The strange, silent, scarlet-eyed man often took little cat naps after training. According to Green, anyway. When did he tell you this? When did he tell you this? Gold pulled Silver aside.
Why is he grinning like that? More importantly, why did you look like you were having so much fun?
He had fun with archery.
You can't have fun without me. I'm an abusive boyfriend. God, I can... whatever. Silver couldn't believe his ears. Gold was jealous of him spending time with Falconer.
Silver's like, oh,
Red
I know what's happening here.
Red was cuddling Green now, much to the verdant-eyed man's dismay. Silver grinned more to himself than anything with a tiny smile.
So basically, anytime you say silver-eyed man, gold-eyed man, red-eyed man, verdant-eyed man, it's like too many times.
Just say their names.
That was a weird hand gesture. It was
Just say their names.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you a deal you can't refuse. Anyways. It was a brilliant one, though. Looking up at Gold, Silver whispered.
Missed me? Gold snorted, arms crossed, jaw set, so he's like, so Tsundere. Silver found it quite funny how the taller male was trying his hardest not to show how he felt. But because he was Gold... What?
That's the end of the sentence, and I really love that.
Yeah, okay. Gold was never too brilliant at hiding his emotions. It was quite charming to watch him try so hard.
Maybe. Silver was now pretty certain.
Pretty certain.
Gold was jealous. The hawk-eyed male looked over at the blue net quickly. Glancing over at Faulkner... I already said he looked at him. You already said he looked at him, man. Who was busy inspecting his bill.
Silver's looking now.
Silver turned back to Gold, who was watching him carefully.
Hey, Faulkner's just a friend.
You looked pretty close
We've
there.
known each other for 5 hours!
This is... Okay, so I'm rewatching Buffy because I really love that show and I have the DVDs. And this is just like how she was in the episode where, like, she's supposed to go on a date with Owen and she gets to the Bronze late and she sees Owen dancing with Cordelia and she, like, leaves and then Owen goes to talk to her the next day and she's just like, you and Cordelia, I heard you were really close. Like, you guys were all touchy and stuff.
It's like, you're late, so he danced with a girl. Wow. Oh my god.
Ugh! Silver rolled his eyes.
For goodness sake, Gold. I only met him today. Yes. Good, Silver. You're being logical for once in this story. He likes the Johto gymnast, Morty. Besides, when did you start acting like you? Question mark. Gold cut him off, standing over him. What? He's already standing next to him.
No, he's over him.
Yes, he's just... He's so much taller.
Right.
Silver stopped abruptly, falling silent as a stronger male, he's stronger too, stared down at him, his amber eyes narrowed and fierce, and Silver found he had nothing to say. Gold leaned down to growl at him.
Acting like what? Silver responded without thinking.
Like you own me. Pregnant silence, broken by Red giggling madly. It was a funny hiccuping sound mixed with a laugh. What? Okay. Flushing scarlet as he realized what he had just said, Silver bolted from the room. Gold blinked, and Faulkner chuckled, scowling at the archer. Gold crossed his arms again.
What are you laughing at? Faulkner shook his head amused. Nothing. No, shit.
That's pretty close.
I am Faulkner. Nothing. You must be Gold. Silver's told me all about you. Gold stared at the archer. Really? Faulkner nodded. Yes. He had many positive things to say about you. Upon hearing about that, Gold ran out after Silver.
He said something nice about you. Oh, I have to go after him.
I have to go right now immediately. Faulkner looked over to Red and Green. Green was busy hiding his face in embarrassment as Red hugged him tightly, resting his head on top of the spiky brunette hair. Red smiled at the blue net, and Faulkner put away Silver's bow, satisfied.
It's not Silver's.
When Gold caught up to the redhead, Silver didn't say anything. Worried, Gold had asked him what was wrong, but Silver had closed off, his cheeks strained in a permanent blush.
Should I be this person, I guess, since it's
a
line
page
break,
so yeah, you can be the announcer. Get your best announcer voice.
I forget what announcers sound like all of a sudden.
Welcome to the carnival.
And I feel like I need like a trailer voice, but nah. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second ever World Tournament! Yay! Woo! We hope to make this an enjoyable event, thus let the opening begin! Yay!
I'd be like if this were like a movie, it would like pan over
The
the crowd
booming,
going
automated voice shut off, and the lights in the stadium blazed alight amid wild screams and cheering and thunderous applause. Yeah, we're so excited!
The two of us in the audience!
Silver sat in the VIP box with the other athletes. Silver's not an athlete. Who weren't performing in their guest. Oh, I guess. Red was looking very smart in a nice gray dinner jacket and a black button-up with matching trousers. Black shirt with a gray jacket. Well, it's not too terrible, but still.
He was looking
probably,
smart.
I guess. Silver himself wore the same, but in black with a plain white t-shirt under. So it's not the same at all.
No.
At all. Okay. Faulkner was performing with someone and was very excited about it. Is it with Morty?
Morty.
That's the scarred teen. We need to bring up that he cut himself again.
We get it. We know. The opening of this fanfiction was him trying to kill himself.
Stop naming people with their traits.
Right.
Whatever that word is that I never remember.
It's really rude, though.
Someone on the internet said superlative, but that is not the right word.
Anyway.
That one time I was Googling for like half the entire episode. Thus the Scar Teen sat with Brock and Misty on his other side. Last night at the cocktails had been him majorly avoiding Gold. Why? It had pained him dearly to hear the tawny-eyed male searching for him, calling out to him whilst he hid.
Then what?
Then why?
Why the fuck were you hiding? If it's paining you... No!
Exactly, though. It's like, oh, I feel so bad about hiding from you. Then why are you doing it? It's not like you're being forced or anything bad is gonna happen if you see each other, besides the fact, like, oh, you have to confront your feelings that you've known about, that you both know about, that everyone knows about.
This is such angsty, it's needlessly angsty bullshit. And, like, there are points where, like, angst is kind of cute, and you're like, oh, haha. You know what does angst really well? This webcomic that I follow, Always Raining Here. They do angst really well. I love the angst in that. If you read the short story that goes along with it and read the comic, it's like, damn, this angst is good. You know what isn't doing angst well? It hurts me to avoid him, but I'm avoiding him. Why? We don't have a reason why. You're just doing it, and you're telling us that it hurts you. So it's like, are you like a masochist? What's the word? How do you
Masochist.
Are you a masochist? Thank you. Do you like being in pain? Why else would you be avoiding him?
Oh, he was jealous, and oh, I said something kind of embarrassing, so now I can't face him. Be a man, okay? Woman up, otherwise.
Woman
if you want to
up.
pull a go-go here.
Woman up.
Woman up.
We digress.
Yeah. Today, Gold had been in full-day rehearsal with Green. It was 5 hours. And
It's a different day.
I guess. Is it?
It's the day of the opening ceremony.
Yes, it's the day after. And now the ceremony had officially started at exactly 7 p.m. Okay. It would run till about 9:30.
But they're singing 4 songs.
Two
Okay.
songs. 2 songs for them. And other performers, I guess. Maybe there's only, like, a couple other ones, I guess. And
Okay,
but then
whatever.
you need all the announcements and, like, all the rules and stuff.
Ugh. Sorry.
Because you need to
I'm
explain the
dying.
rules for all the, like, audience members who aren't participating and don't know what the rules are.
True.
Silver hadn't seen him all day and was eager to see what their performance was. Apparently, it was supposed to be very good. A dance crew burst on stage in red and blue uniforms.
Okay,
One sec.
alright. What are you doing?
Wrapping it around my arm. The backlighting and stadium lights dimmed to both red and blue to create a funny half purplish light. The backboard blazed to life with the words aqua and magma.
Liquid hot magma.
Silver glanced over at Red's programme, seeing that they were the first act as a dance troupe from Hoenn. Is it the one who broke one of their arms?
Maybe.
Their routine was fast-paced to a song, a soundtrack from a movie, no doubt, and had no lyrics. Okay, it was fervent and dynamic. Silver didn't know where to look, as there was so much going on, but it was spectacular.
So it was like Cirque du Soleil. Got it.
Yes, okay. Aqua and Magma finished their dance to thunderous applause. The billions!
What? This is a massive stadium.
Billions of spectators that filled the entire stadium, loving the opening act. How large is this stadium?
That is...
There's billions of people. Billions! That's like half the population of, like, Earth. Although this is fake Earth.
Oh.
Maybe not even Earth. I
Oh my
don't know.
god. There's not even a billion people... Wait, no, I don't even think there's a billion people in the United States. I think there's only 300 million. Oh!
It might be more than 300 million. I don't know, but...
It's less than a billion, though. Wow.
Billions of spectators that filled the entire stadium, loving the opening act. Misty leaned over to him. I love the part where they made the pyramid and the top person flipped off and they caught her. Wow, that's
so vague.
It's also not very, like, unique. Cheerleaders do that all the time. I've never actually seen any good cheerleaders in person, but cheerleaders do that all the time.
We get to sing soon, I think.
Oh, it's that song.
I'm
okay.
ready. Okay, so...
Silver nodded. He had never been one of the creative people, so he would just go along with Misty. So you don't know what you liked about it, so I'm going to agree with you. Okay. Red was picking at his peanuts mournfully, missing Green already. The lights dimmed and a techno track pulsed out loud, many fans of the song screaming in delight as they recognized the introduction of Dynamite by Tayo Cruz.
This is getting more and more... Have you noticed this fic has been slowly getting more and more like My Immortal?
Oh my.
Like, you know how she would do this, where, like, there'd be songs? by My Chemical Romance.
It's like, I don't know this song. But I know this song.
I know this song, too.
It was a singing act this time. Someone from With a Giant Red Afro. What was his name? Flint of Sinnoh? Silver swore that guy was on the organization committee. The pulsing bass was reverberating everywhere. Wait. Oh, so this is this Flint guy singing this. Okay.
Oh.
Cool. So you can be him. I don't know.
Fine.
Did someone do Flint already?
I don't think he had a voice.
Oh yeah, because he has no idea who he is. Unless I don't know. Silver swore the guy was on the organization committee. The pulsing bass was reverberating everywhere. Silver could feel it humming through his chair seat. Red seemed to like the song very much and was bobbing his head to the rhythm, munching his peanuts, seemingly forgetting about how much he missed Green.
Alright, so I don't want to get content ID'd, so I'll like sing it, but I'll sing it wrong to not get content ID'd. 'Cause we gon' rock this club.
Rap it.
We gon' go all night. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite. 'Cause I told you once. Now I told you twice. We gon' light it up like it's dynamite.
This is like poetry. Oh my.
Riveting lyrics, I know. The stadium picked up the chorus, flinging it back at the energetic singer on stage, so you have to sing with me. Energetic singer on stage who raised his hands in the air, lights flashing around him, massive afro bobbing to the beat. The live band's synthesizer had cranked up his volume, and Silver could now hear some of the melody line properly. Red scrunched up his peanuts bag and stuffed it in his jacket pocket. Silver had to admit Red, whilst eccentric, really had no manners.
While he's eccentric, he has no manners. That's not like
no correlation.
Yeah.
Well, he did in a good way, but the scarlet-eyed man had never really seemed to notice how his habits weirded other people out. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, Ayo, gotta let go. I want to celebrate and live my life, saying, Ayo, baby, let's go. Although, we should sing when we get to Gold and Green, because you know they're going to perform.
What? I don't know what they're going to perform, though. I'm kind of concerned.
We're ready. Red threw his hands up with the rest of the crowd. Silver, that's amused, joined in half-heartedly.
This is me. It's whenever there's like, put your hands in the air, I'm always like, yay.
You are literally Silver minus the angst.
And the annoying shit.
Brock on his left side, belting out the lyrics, his expression joyful. Silver glanced about to see the other competitors also enjoying themselves. I don't think so. He spotted Claire, a sleek blue-haired woman with an enormous chest. She was really letting go, a slight flush on her face from the amount of alcohol she had consumed.
Look.
Me too. I'm Claire. I don't even know who she is, but I'm her. Silver wondered if that was barely considered professional.
Barely considered.
He spotted Sinnoh's champion, Cynthia. Oh, I love her. A beautiful blonde-haired lady waving her hands in the air with another red-haired man.
Dropping every character in the story again.
Yeah, pretty much. Silver couldn't remember his name. He also managed to pick out Serge, with a burly bearded man who he assumed was Watson, and a petite pretty woman who he recalled was Elisa. I don't know half of these people.
Yeah, same.
This is just name dropping for the sake of name dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Red waved his arms about. Excuse me. I might cut that maybe. Hold on. We're better now. Silver barely containing his snort as Brawley stood on his chair dancing with a flame-haired woman. Flannery and his cousin Roxanne, who was a strong-looking young lady with her dark hair and 2 pigtails. The singer finished the song to a roar of approval, and the stage went dark. Several more acts came on, each one stunning. Did they ever even say if
he was a good singer or not, or they just liked the song a lot?
One particularly stood out in Silver's mind was the Lunar Moon Troupe, who had come to the stage with a giant oriental dragon, long and winding. They had twisted and turned and danced to the rapid beating of the drums. The dragon had been summoned to ward off any bad spirits. The amazing thing about this act was they didn't stay on the stage. They came down, meandering swiftly through the audience, firecrackers snapping and sparkling off its head and its massive gaping jaws.
Billions of people, and there's like way far away. It's just like a couple rows.
The noise like the ricochet of a machine gun. Faulkner's act had been astounding. His had been totally silent with floodlights.
What?
Okay. The fact that it had no music was what made it so successful. Even the billions, scores of people in the stands had watched in silence. So silent, no one could hear the
So silent, one.
One could hear a pin drop. The brunette had been blindfolded, and his arrow set on fire. There had been a blonde man. He had to be Morty. It was no wonder Faulkner looked over to him.
Over
the moon prior to the ceremony. It was definitely Morty.
So
it was
you're
definitely
shooting
Morty.
flaming arrows. That's the guy you like.
Seeing as he had
And
been
you're
so
happy
flexible
about this.
in the way he had contorted, holding different targets, he recalled the blonde man was the gymnast for Johto.
Yes, you introduced him. You mentioned him to Gold, being like, "Yeah, the gymnast for Johto."
Right. It had been a tense moment when the archer had taken aim. Why is that in quotes? When the archer had taken aim.
Just one.
But Faulkner had hit them all. Each one a perfect hit. Silver had to admit, Morty must have been one brave soul to stand.
Why is your opening act thing you showing off the skill that you're going to be performing in the tournament?
Right?
Coming up. Oh, the archer for the World Championship team can shoot arrows into targets and hit them. I never would have guessed. The flaming arrows at a guy. I don't know.
Must have been one brave soul to stand, or whatever, holding those targets as flaming
Or whatever.
Or whatever. Holding those flaming targets as flaming feathered pointy sticks that could potentially kill flew at him. That, or he had complete faith in Faulkner.
So they love each other.
It was then that Silver had realized that was what he had been missing. Faith and trust.
Oh my god, he's having like a realization here.
I'm just gonna move on. Do you have anything you want to say?
Oh, faith and trust. Oh my god, I'd never realized that this is what I've been missing my entire life in this relationship. Oh my god, it's so shocking that I've been missing this.
Faith and trust.
Yeah.
What?
I never would have guessed, based on my huge trust issues.
Right? It's fine.
All along, Silver had been worried about, was he ready? Was he going to be okay if he told Gold how he felt? But it was trust and faith that he'd been missing. Morty must have trusted Faulkner to shoot accurately, and Faulkner must have believed in both himself and the blonde man to make it an unforgettable act. Silver had applauded fanatical with the rest of the crowd, amazed by the Johto archer's skill. Koga and Janine had paled as they too applauded, wondering how they were ever going to defeat such a display. She's gonna bail and Silver's gonna have to do it, and he's gonna win.
Of course.
Or at least get enough points to be fine.
Hey.
Silver knew that he trusted Gold, which is why he allowed the raven-haired male to touch him so easily, like on the shoulder, or his hair, or hand. When with anyone else, he would shy away or scowl at them for interfering with his personal space. It's not really a trust issue, though. It's more like a, don't touch me, I don't like you.
Right.
He also knew he held much faith in Gold, knowing the golden-eyed male.
You could have said he.
Yes.
Knowing he.
Yes. Could and would do anything he set him mind to. His mind to. He knew Gold would take the brunt of anything that was fired at him. Fire. Bullets, insults, and more. Gold was a fighter, and never once doubted himself. He noticed Red, lowercase, perking up significantly as the breakdance duo Kyohei and Hugh, who are these people, swaggered onto this large stage. Red and Gold were after these two.
Don't you mean green?
Red and Gold were after these two, I guess. They had, both of the dancers, an incredible amount of hair. Okay.
What does this mean? This is going right over my
Silver-headed
head.
no one could have that much hair. One of the lead organizers for the event, the one who had sung Dynamite several acts ago, Flint, had the biggest, plushest, and lush afro in Fire Engine Red Silver had ever seen in his life. Here Hugh, the blue-black-haired male with the maroon eyes, seemed to be battling for the first place in hair size. Flint better watch out. It strangely enough suited him. His partner Kyohei was a much smaller, lithe, and petite male. Are they gay for each other? With large, innocent brown eyes and a huge floppy mess of unruly brown hair that perched on his head like a magnificent bird's nest, held back by a sweatband tied about his forehead. The instrumental Getting It On by Dennis Coffey slid into their senses. Sassy and with a great beat. Why?
I don't get this paragraph.
The electric guitar slashing through the shuffle beat.
I really don't get
It has
this.
a great beat. It has a shuffle beat. The two partners faced each other with small smiles and nodded and started in perfect unison to much appreciation from the stands. They start in unison. Oh my god.
They're good at their
Talent.
job.
Silver had a feeling they had only rehearsed loosely from what he knew of breakdancing. One could freestyle, and it would look really good if they kept in time, moving with the beat. The unity was perfect till Hugh broke away with his own little solo part. Kyohei backing down into doing a bit of small, fancy footwork in the background as Hugh worked the stage like he owned it, his passionate maroon eyes fierce with elation as he felt the music moving to it. They're good. Oh, that's red.
Wow!
I don't know why I said they're good. I know.
They're good.
That wasn't even their voice for either
No.
of the characters in the scene. Or even Green. It was like some, I don't know. It was just a random voice.
We're fine. Red commented,
tired.
his own
But,
scarlet
I'm not even
eyes
that
locking
tired.
on Hugh, who displayed awesome abdominal strength by bending back, falling down without worry to land flush against the ground, his feet firmly planted, and knees bent back before pushing up,
What?
hips first
What?
to stand. He did that thing where he fell back and, like, hips forward, like, wormed his way up. I think that's what they're trying to describe.
Is that weird, Lynn? Flushing against the ground.
They go boom, and then they go whoop. It's kind of like the worm.
Yes.
Kyohei taking over mincing in front of his partner with a cheeky, adorable grin, crouching for the front somersault Hugh performed over his being before flipping off to the side. Okay, whatever. They were good. They were very trusting of each other.
Trust!
Adapting and changing to each other's needs, seemingly on the same wavelength, as well as somehow mentally connected, knowing exactly where the other would be. Perhaps they had sorted out a basic formation, and then they just added moves in, and the other would have to keep on their toes as they changed accordingly to accommodate his counterpart's moves. Kyohei clapped his hands, catching his partner's attention. They moved once more in unison. The music stopped with a bang, and the duo ended up face to face again, panting, sweaty, pleased, elated with their performance. That's a euphemism for sex. Panting, sweaty, pleased. Mm. The stand's going completely nuts for them and their dynamic performance. You can be Kyohei.
They just ended performance twice there.
You can be Kyohei.
Thank you to you all. You've been a wonderful audience. We had a lot of fun. Kyohei chirped. His voice was still quite high, and was that funny Unova lilt. What is the Unova lilt? I forget.
I don't remember.
Is that when you're, like, British, and then your other character was completely...
Oh, yeah. The Unova lilt was
completely not...
White was British, but, like,
she wasn't even British. She was, like, Southern.
She was really bad. It was great.
And then the other guy was, like, the robot, kind of.
And to your left. Anyways. With a dash.
With a dash of the clear Johto accent. Which is, I have no idea what. Silver wondered if Kyohei had a mother or father that hailed from Johto. Silver heard they just started the same sentence twice. Well, the next sentence.
Right, with the same word.
Ugh. Starting and ending sentences with the same words is no. Or using the same word.
Right.
If it's not like the, or and, or a, or something.
Right.
Silver heard Maylene and Candace giggling and whispering about how cute Kyohei was as he and Hugh, holding hands, took their bows. The two waved before in a flash and hiss of smoke they were gone. What, they're magicians now? I guess. Yikes. The lights went down, signifying their act was over. Silver sat forwards in his seat, not wanting to miss this one. Green and Gold were up next. The live band started up quick, sharp, and sexy. Oh my god! The synthesizer and the DJ both coming together in a scratching, taut staccato intro with the lead guitarist plucking the strings on mute of his guitar. Adam Lambert!
And that's the chapter!
So next week, look forward to some Adam Lambert, I guess.
Adam Lambert.
Why Adam Lambert?
Oh boy, this has been a trip.
What are they gonna do? I'm concerned. I mean, I only know a few Adam Lambert songs.
We're gonna perform
like
it.
Really early songs too.
So, guys, you enjoying this? I'm very confused, honestly.
What is going on? Every single character that he's ever mentioned is in this VIP
They have
box.
name
Yay.
dropped. So,
I mean, yeah, they're all in the VIP box together.
like I said earlier, this fic has a thing where it's like, good, 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 good. Okay, questionable, questionable, bad, 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 bad. Oh, it's picking up again.
No.
It started picking up again. We're now back.
Then you just kind of go back down though.
We're on the downward slope. It feels like, honestly, and I just.
I mean, it's kind of fun how ridiculous it is in places, but it's also kind of aggravating.
It's like, can you please just kiss? Can you please stop doing this thing that you've been doing for 21 chapters now, where Gold and Silver both know they like each other, but don't do anything about it? Because after 21 chapters, we've reached a point where we no longer care about that. It's not interesting. It's like, I know this fic is already published, so there's nothing I can do to fix it, but it's not interesting anymore. The relationship needs to move forward, and needs to move forward now, because I can't take another 20 chapters of them being like, I like them, but I'm not going to let them know I like them, so I'm going to avoid them even though it hurts me.
That sentence made me think 50% offs go with, like, they love each other, but they also fuck each other. I don't know.
I love
the way you said
off.
that. I went to a 50% off panel at Ace.
Was that fun?
It was pretty cool.
Was Octopimp there?
No, of course not. It was just like...
Oh, it was a fan panel?
It was just a panel, yeah.
Oh, never
they
mind.
They were pretending to be the characters for 50% off.
Whatever. That's not as fun.
It was pretty fun.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching this week. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we have awesome new content coming out every week. If you have a fic you'd like us to read, just leave it down below. We will read it on the show.
Yeah, I'm sure eventually we'll say something positive about this one.
Yes. I mean,
there are good things. We just like seem to focus on.
Because lately,
the things that are repetitive and annoying.
It's been a lot of annoying stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Join us next week when we Adam Lambert it up and Adam Lambert
whatever this is gonna be.
And yeah, until next time, stay awesome, read more smut, and we'll see you around. Bye.